And I don't like his release, so stop talking about it.
I didn't say it once, but since you brought it up, I'm going to average heaps more than him. Yeah, at that price? Who? At that price, who? At that price.
No.
At that price. At that price.
No one.
Good. Matty put it in.
Too late.
Oh!
Too high. Too high.
They keep on asking me if Tom McConaughey's going to be the ruckman. It's not.
Not yet. Not yet anyway.
Not even. He's not the best ruckman in
I
cup.
want to see Gibneys and Chesters. I want to see these.
You're not going to be seeing much of Chess, aren't you?
Oh, Francis. I just got concussed. I just got concussed.
Doesn't care.
Tom Mitchell doesn't just tug on the ball. Tom Mitchell kicks the winning goal and he got 140. Vice captain right now.
Welcome back to SuperCoach Masters. I'm here with Matt Seeves. I'm Geordie.
I'm here with Jordan. I'm Matt Seeves. How are you, George?
I'm George, and you're Matt Seeves, and we're going to talk about, Matty, the 40 trades this year.
40
Too
trades.
much? Or not enough?
Do we? Could I ask a serious question?
You can ask 2 questions.
Do we have?
Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome back to. Do we have boosts?
Yes.
How many?
5.
Those are 2 questions. We have boosts, and there's 5 of them. Why aren't they on my screen then? Did you read it somewhere?
I've been reading the terms and conditions. It's in there. 5 boosts we're getting, 40 trades.
If we get 40 trades and 5 boosts, why aren't we getting Tom Greens and Petrarcas?
I'm going to tell you exactly why, but before you do, make sure you subscribe and like, because I'm Donald Trump and you are my supporters.
If we are getting 40 trades and 5 boosts, I am literally getting that Took Miller right now. Like, it's just so stupid.
It is stupid.
Why, let's face it, chat. Me and you have been working on this team. Like, you know, if there was no bias, would we really be getting Brace Rules and Sarongs?
Fuck no.
No. So why are we getting these players?
I'm going to tell you why. Now, before we do,
welcome back.
AFL SuperCoach group admin on Facebook. Post your teams there. Get some real advice. Dean runs a tight ship there, mate. So get everyone down to there. That group, the old official SuperCoach group, absolute piece of shit. Don't even go there. Unsubscribe. No, thank you. Now, 40 trades, matey. For you, I'm going to ask you straight up, because there's a lot of content creators going head to head on the Twitterverse, and they are very violent, and they all have very different opinions. What's your opinion? 40 trades. Do you like it? Do you hate it?
No, it just makes people, no, I don't like it, because it's like, obviously, we used to be getting 20 trades. You know, so...
And imagine 20 trades?
Do you remember 20 trades?
Well, people want to do with their
not
life.
now, not now.
Yeah.
You're not now.
You have to get Guthrie.
Well, look, the good thing... Look, I'll tell you this right now. You have to get Guthrie. With 40 trades, it's going to keep us in business for a lot longer, because obviously, we tune out when we've got no trades left.
Absolutely.
Who gives a shit about SuperCoach when you've got no trades left, and you're the loser of your friendship group or
so you
whatever.
you're 13th on the ladder, you got no trades, finals is over, you're not playing.
No,
now, I'm in 2 minds. I hate it, because I like more of a challenge, personally.
Tell me your champ.
It doesn't really punish the players that pick the injury-prone players. But I do like it because it keeps people involved in SuperCoach longer, and I can talk about SuperCoach more, and you guys will come here, and you want to see what Matty wants to trade in, what I'm going to trade in. It just keeps the community alive longer. That's why I hate it, and that's why I like it. But Matty, these buys.
Yeah, I'm just...
Now, you're literally changing your team.
I'm telling you, like, I'm literally doing it right now.
You didn't know how many boosts you got, did you?
No, that's why I asked the questions. Do we have boosts and how many?
Okay, so...
Yes, we do. And
Matty's changing his team just upon learning this news.
Oh, yeah.
So this is not a scripted SuperCoach show. No. Now, I'm going to tell you, Zeebs, Matty.
Yes, I'm listening. Getting that Took Miller.
Would you still be getting Butters?
No. Actually, I would. Like, Butters is a good pick. Champ, did you hear news about Ollie Wines maybe going back because they've got that Zerk Thatcher and now they've got Radigalia, which is going to push Tom Cleary, who's to a wing, which means Ollie Wines' wing position is going to be more guts.
And who's he going to push out?
Rose or Butters to the forward.
Now,
think about that.
I have, and I don't like it. Now, not because Wines is an old person. I thought he was ancient. He's done. He's ready to go. He's only 29. He actually had 50% CBAs last year, which is actually on par with Will Drew. And Horn Francis, Rosie, Butters, they look like they're 3 best midfielders. They're young. They're going to get more games into them. I don't know if Ollie Wines is the best call. Maybe if you see some preseason games, you see them meshing together. Wines' CBAs goes from 50 to 60 or 65. That's kind of numbers you'd consider. He's got a really nice buy. Now, for me, I don't see any sense in picking anyone from Lions or Carlton.
No. Yeah.
I don't think, you think 33%...
Except Zach Williams, because everyone's going to get him.
Well, premiums. We're talking premiums here.
No.
Now, you think, right, everyone that has Welsh should get him out of your team.
No.
Oh, it's our community. You can tell them.
Yes. I like Walsh. And
Round zero.
Like again, we went through Walsh's stats. Like, yeah, he's averaged 113, 115, but last year he didn't really have any sub-affected shit numbers. He was just averaged 103.
Yep.
So he's a good price, but good price with no buys. Would you get him?
No.
Still no.
I still wouldn't get Walsh. Even Walsh has got the round 2 buy. So round 0 completely misses for your Supercoach team. Does not count to your points. Does not count to head-to-head. Does not count to overall points. It counts for maybe his price rise. Round 1, then he gets your first game as Supercoach, and he's going to play your 1 game. Then he's got to buy. For a premium player, you literally, I can't. I can't get him. I don't care if he gets 700 boosts, because everyone thinks, oh yeah, 40 trades, 5 boosts. I'm going to get all these players on their buy, and I'm going to sideways them when their buys come. That's ridiculous. Because if you look at it, last year we only had 40. We had 36 trades, right? Mm-hmm. And we only get 4 more. If you literally say, I'm going to get Daicos, trade him out of his buy, and then trade him back in, that's 2 trades.
I hear a lot of stupid people say that.
2 trades, and you do that with another premium, you literally get the same amount of trades you had last year if you do that for 2 premiums. Like, did you have enough trades last year? No. I guarantee you ran out before the end of the year.
And like, you want to start these plays because I like that player, but you're chasing we want numbers. It doesn't matter how much I love Tom Mitchell. I can't get him because he's got the buy round. Like, he's got 2 buys. Jam, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Look, as much as I love Daicos, I can't get him. You know, like.
Now let's talk about Nicky D.
See, there's some. Look, let's talk about him.
I think he's got potential to be the highest averaging player in Supercoach.
Of course, well, yes, it's very proven.
Well, it's not proven. He hasn't done it yet.
Well,
so I think he can do it, and I think it's a good chance to do it. Mm-hmm. But I still don't have him. Mm-hmm. Now that's due to a couple of things, Matty. Mm-hmm. Mainly is the buy, and everyone's like, "Oh, you get Daicos, trade him out, trade him in holding for a week, and cover him." That's fine, but you're going to have 700k or 650k on the bench. Matty, just stop doing your team. I need your opinion.
I'm listening.
Okay, so 650k on the bench for Nick Daicos. Are we hoping that because he plays Hawthorn the week before, Finn McGuinness is going to keep him to a respectful 80 or something?
Who knows? Who knows? We don't know. Of course, we can hope.
Well, we've got 2 game sample of Finn McGuinness on Daicos. One was a preseason game where he kept him really quiet, 50, 60, 70. And then another game where he did get injured, but he was getting killed before.
He was getting killed regardless. He got 40, yeah.
Let's just say he's averaging around 70 points per game against Finn McGuinness. If he does get, let's say an 80 at his price, at 80, and then he's got his buy the next week, people are going to want to trade him out.
Yes, they will. And they'll trade him out anyway.
They'll probably trade him out anyway.
They'll trade him out anyway because you don't have a good 18. The reason why, obviously me and you both have picked, I think the only 2 premiums I've got in my team that have buys are the most valued pick players ever, which is Gorn and Grundy. You don't really look about the James Jordans and all those other rookie players. They don't really count because I'm sure the rookies that we have on those 2 buys, every single other Supercoach is going to have the same rookies. Mm-hmm. But being a point of difference, if 40% of people own Sam Walsh and 80% of people are going to get Daicos and Tom Greens and Gouldens, which are very good picks, and they probably will make my way into the team. But that round you could be behind the 8 ball that will lead you to big prizes in big scores.
Absolutely, and I think it's really hard for me to start with Tom Green because I think he's going to be a really top pick this year.
Okay, who's more important at the moment, Tom Green or Daicos?
Important? How?
Like, you're about to tell me that Tom Green is going to explode in average and pretty much has the potential to be. He has
the potential to be top 2, top
Okay,
1.
there you go. So who's more important to you right now, Daicos? The guys that you don't have. Okay, name 3 players.
Tom Green's more important.
Tom Green,
I tell you why. Because the McGuinness thing is a real problem for Daicos. Okay, and then Daicos has his buy, so he's got a Finn McGuinness tag. Then he's got that. Tom Green, on the other hand, has West Coast and North Melbourne at the first 2 games for your Supercoach. So upcoming midfielders with 2 easy kind of teams has a lot more potential than a Daicos against Finn McGuinness. But
has his buy with Gold Coast, which you don't really have much plays there?
It's in and out. So there's obviously the main plays you need from that buy, which is round 3, I believe. is you got your Gold Coast and your GWS bye at the same time, which is you got your Touk Miller, it's got your Flanders, and it's got your Tom Green and anyone else.
Alex Davies and all the rest of
Alex Davies.
Cadman. No, that's that. What's Rogers? Jack Rogers, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Rogers. So it's a really tricky buy. I wouldn't want more than 2 premiums on that buy. So it's a real hard one to navigate. But if I was to choose out of Daicos and Tom Green, I would probably choose Tom Green.
Okay.
Now, do you think there's any kind of difference between the buy with you got 2 buys? You got the Melbourne and Richmond buy, for example, it's like round 7, round 8, or the Carlton or the GWS buy that's round 2 or round 3.
Well, look, the round 2 and round 3 buys, for example, like you're going to know who's going to get. Like I would like to think that I'm confident in the rookies to play and take their spots because again, it's only 18. But I guess it's how many players you have missing. So in that buy with Carlton, who's that, Brisbane?
Yep.
Okay, so I think you can afford having a Walsh and not having any other Brisbane players. I think the GWS Gold Coast buy is the one that hurts because so early you don't have enough money that you've made to upgrade premiums. You want to have at least 12 premiums on your team, in your team. So if you've got fucking Touk, Tom Green, Flanders, there goes your season.
It's going to be hard. You're not coming back.
You're not catching up to that,
And if you have them, because they got the round 3 buy or something really close to that.
And if you do have them and you want to trade them and you want to trade them back in, like you're literally having...
It's such a waste.
It's just a waste.
Trade them out.
No, I'll trade them out. I'll sideways. And it's like, well, why get them in the first place if you know you're going to get rid of them in 3 weeks?
Do you think the rookies that can cover these players on the buy are going to be worth it?
Well, that's what we need. No, probably not.
I don't think people on our bench will be lucky if we've got rookies that are getting 70 or 80 on the field as opposed to the ones on the bench that are covering these players. I know it's best 18, but it's not best 18 here. I've got 18 players on fine. You've got other teams that have all these other rookies.
All these other players too. Because let's face it, every rookie that's great, your opponent and everyone else is going to have. So it's the one that you don't have, which is your Tom Greens and Touk Millers, that someone might have a Brayshaw or a Butters or, that's going to get 110 plus. And there's your season,
But can Tom Green accumulate more points than a Brayshaw or a Sarong over the stretch of the year with one rookie score instead of
that's another hypothetical question because...
It's all hypothetical.
Oh, no, but first of all, he probably can. However, what's to stop someone having that and trading Tom Green in another week
after the bye?
But
that's an extra trade the other team's going to have over.
But it's not. It's an extra trade to probably upgrade your team. It's an extra, it's when Harley Reid makes his money or someone Fisher makes his money, and I can get Tom Green as well. Like just because I'm not going to get Tom Green then doesn't mean I'm not going to get him at all. So you making that point. Do you think Tom Green is going to average more than Brayshaw?
Over 5 or 10 game stretch?
Exactly. No, probably not. So I don't think Tom Green will average more or score more than a Brayshaw or another premium who's the same price. Because it's a 5 to 8 game stretch. What can he possibly get more? 80 points more? Like overall, like 10 points, 15, 20 points
15
more.
15 points a game.
15 points a game, maybe. Who knows? Brayshaw might outscore him too, which is very capable.
Yeah. Or even if you compare him to like a Butters or something.
Anyone, like it's very capable that they can outscore Tom Green.
Now, all these changes are happening on your phone right now. What are we doing? Why are we scrambling so much? Did me saying there was 5 boosts really change your whole team?
Yes.
What kind of changes are you making? Before we get to the team reveals, there's a bit of a sneak preview, mate. What are some of the changes you've made?
I think I want Touk Miller. That's it.
Yep.
But then thinking about it, I've taken him out and resetting my team back again.
Okay. So talking about it, how many players with 2 buys that are premiums are in your team?
Grundy gone, and that should be everyone's.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, there you have it. I think that's pretty solid. We'll do a team reveal really soon, and so we can show you guys what we're tinkering with and how it stacks up to what you guys are. A lot of good teams going around this season, but I've seen a lot of Welshes. I don't think a lot of people know how this game or this year is going to work. You can say whatever you want about Welsh. I don't think he's going to be a good pick this year unless Voss says, you know what, I'm going to give him 79% CBAs. And then maybe I'll pick him up after his buy in round 2 if one of your premiums are underperforming. Now, is there any merit to doing this, Matty? Is there any merit to starting?
I love merit, but
Petrarca, and when Petrarca reaches his first buy, sidewaysing him for Daicos, who's already had his buy?
Well, then you've got to really go into the analytics to see Petrarca, who's he got his first 4 games?
So,
Like players that you said, like Tom Green, he's got West Coast, and like these are the type of players that I'll want to pick that are then.
Because the thinking is you're saving like 600k, 650k for a Daicos, but you don't want him to. You want to not get that Finn McGuinness risk. You don't want to get that buy. If you get Petrarca, he can score Daicos like numbers up until Petrarca's buy. Then Petrarca has his buy. Then you have a selection of getting Petrarca for Tom Green or a Daicos or anything like that, and then you're missing Petrarca's you're missing Daicos's buy.
It's worth a shot, but again, then you're risking the fact that Petrarca's going to score well, and if he scores well, why would you get rid of him? If he scores shit, you're going to lose money, and you might get rid of him.
Well, you wouldn't be getting Petrarca.
In that hypothetical, no, that's fine. That's a good thing to do. But on the flip side of that hypothetical, what if Petrarca only gets a 90, and if you don't get rid of him on the 3rd week, he's going to lose money.
You'll be getting a premium that you think can emulate a Daicos or a Tom Green until they have their buy.
Look, at the end of the day, we're talking about players that we like, yeah?
Petrarca I like.
But, okay, that's what you're saying. This is my point. You're talking about players we like. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you like as a player. It's about the numbers that a player is getting. Mm-hmm. Just because you love Daicos more, than Tom Stewart, Tom Stewart's going to score more for the first, until you get Daicos in your team when he's had his bye. It's think of the numbers, not the players, not your heart, because this is not about heart. Go with your heart.
Well, if your heart is saying Daicos is going to get 140 every game, but you don't want to get him after his bye, and you don't want to get him for that Finn McGuinness thing. By getting someone that has his bye after Daicos, you can have a look at seeing that, and you can probably get some pretty relatively impressive scores from Petrarca.
Okay, let's face it. With Daicos, you've got like the next 4 best defenders: Tom Stewart, Sicily, Sinclair. Sheasel if you're keen. Who else is there, champ?
I've got there's Houston's and Luke Ryans and Hayden Young's.
Okay, so all of those, every single one of those players we just said, every single one of them only have 1 buy. All of them.
I know, but none of them are Nick Daicos.
None of them are Nick Daicos, and we're focused on Nick Daicos.
Because we think he's got potential to be one of the best players in the competition.
We're going to be...
Houston's not going to be the best player in the competition.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying those next 5, like, Stewart, Sinclair, Sicily's, these have potentials to be right up there with Nick Daicos and have an extra game up our sleeve.
Of course.
So that's
why we're not getting Nick Daicos.
That's right. That's more appealing to me. Even though I'm Collingwood, I love Nick Daicos. We can't pick players because we love them.
We're picking them because we think he's going to increase his average.
No, we're not. We're not really.
Well, we're making room for him after his bye by having someone like that.
Just wait for his bye. Just wait. Like a defender's.
But have you say if he's had his bye, he's had that Finn McGuinness game, he's got 120, whatever, it doesn't really count, in a negative way to his points or average. And after that bye, how are we going to get him in? There's not going to be enough money made. That's what I'm saying. If we keep, it's not what I'm going to do by any stretch. It's just an idea. If you get someone has a bye after him, we can cover those games that we don't have him and still bring him in if we need to.
If we need to, okay.
What do you think of that plan? I'm not saying I want to do it.
It's another way to look at it. No, I want to have the best scoring because look, people that have been in the top 100 and, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I've been in the top 10 before and I was there because of the early stages of trading, as far as getting...
When we had 20 trades. You used all 20 of them in the first...
No, I kept a few, but I stayed in there till, August. I finished 13th, but, at the end of the day, how I got to that spot, and even the year before when I finished, I think 100 or something, or whatever it was, you got the leg up in the first 5 to 10 games is where it's very hard to catch up on players. So if you want to play catch up, it's always...
I don't.
No. And I think that's advice I'm saying is...
But are you playing catch up if you got Petrarca scoring for you and then you're going to just sideways him on his bye to Daicos?
No, because why Petrarca?
Because I like him. And he's got his bye after Daicos.
Well, Bond's better than Petrarca, and he's got 1 bye.
Well, I'm getting him.
Okay, then don't get Petrarca then. There's someone else like him that can get his numbers.
Who?
Butters.
They can get...
Petrarca's numbers, okay.
Someone else.
Okay.
You're going to go through my whole team?
I'm going to go through your whole thing. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, if you've got these players, why do you have these players? You wouldn't ever pick Sarong or Butters.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay.
But
so why now do you want to get Petrarca? The same reason
because I like him better. I like Petrarca at his price. And Merritt and Dawson's and all these other losers that have one bye, they're shit compared to Petrarca, in my eyes.
Dawson is not shit compared to Petrarca.
Personally, I like Petrarca better than Dawson.
Well, this is where the heart lies.
But you don't like Dawson better than. You think Dawson's going to average more than Petrarca?
This isn't a popularity game.
It isn't. I'm not saying who's averaging more. I'm not saying who's had the most fans on Facebook. I'm saying
who's gonna have more overall points at the end of the year, Petrarca or Dawson?
Who's going to have a higher average?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because if you're not missing any games from them, which are sideways on their
how much higher? Oh, let's how much higher? How much higher?
It depends which one. This is what I'm saying. Because if you're getting rid of Petrarca to get Daicos, you got to factor in that as well. I'm not saying is it worth it.
No, it's not, because you're literally saying you're going to get rid of someone that's got 2 buys for someone else that's going to have 2 buys, even though he's already had a buy and you lost the trade.
So then you won't have that buy.
Get Dawson. You don't have to make any trades, and they can. And you can.
But how many Daicos outscores Dawson by 15 points a game?
For how many games?
Until the other person gets the other person. It's say a stretch of how much before you can make another 600k premium, and then when they get Daicos in, you'll be getting in someone else.
It's all about luck this game, champ. So obviously, if you have Daicos, because all you need is Daicos on the bench, and who else is Collingwood's buy with?
Sydney.
Okay, you got Daicos, you got Goulden, you got Grundy. Mm-hmm. You got James Jordan.
Taylor Adams.
You got Taylor Adams. You got all these other players.
Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd. Think of it. Like, your team's fucked.
Yeah, well.
So don't get him.
Yeah, but I'm saying after that buy. After his round 4 buy,
figure it out. You got 3. You got 40 trades and 5 boosts.
But so you're saying to get him then?
After a buy?
Yeah.
Yes.
For another premium that's got 2 buys.
Now, why would you do that for?
Because
why would you get someone?
But how you can afford him? How can you afford him? How can you afford a Daicos in your team after round 4 with
underperforming players?
Underperforming players.
Yeah.
Like underperforming premiums, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got to plan on having any underperforming players.
Okay, well, you can't plan on thinking that Daicos, that I'm sure there will be.
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to come at it with a different angle.
I'm sure there's an answer for everything. Like, you've got all the trades you can save for 2 weeks if you really want Daicos just to get those, because you think he's going to score 15 points more than anyone else, which he hasn't. Depends
what players you compare him to, but it was his second year last year.
Okay, that's Nick Daicos, champ. I wish it was, like, what are we talking about? Like, it's... Just get Nick Daicos then, champ. You know why you're
come on, I don't, he's not. Well, let me see if he's in my team.
He's not in your team, and you know he's not.
All right,
I'm looking at your team now. You got Sicily.
Champ, don't wreck it.
Champ, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't have him.
Yeah, why would you? Oh my goodness, champ, what have you done with your team?
Yeah, I told you. I got to a point where I wanted so many players on the board. I just stopped editing.
I think, Jordy, you need to really talk to Z's. Champ, Kruger's on your bench.
So he's back up in the ruck. He can be a Naismith for all I care.
Josh Sinner, yeah, he's gonna get some games. Really looking good, Champ. Josh Sinner, Champ Landers. So you're telling me?
Champ, stop wrecking my team, you stupid loser. All right, that's it. Manny's gone back home to his kids.
Champ Merritt, what?
He's not in the team. All right, guys.
You can get a Nick Daicos for a Merritt.
That's what I've been telling you.
Don't get Merritt. Get a Dawson. You don't even have Sarong.
Do you like Merritt more than Dawson more than Merritt?
I think Dawson is valued.
I think Merritt's great. I think
Merritt is great.
Anyway, talking for the sake of talking now.
Wow.
All right, Matty, it's time for you to go home. We've really appreciated your input today.
Yeah, really, champ. I am really shocked. You have really missed me.
I can't wait to see your team. I'm going to bag your team.
After seeing Julie's sneak peek, champ, you really need the Zeebs around here.
Why, is there not enough Tom Mitchells in it? There's not enough peanuts in there?
Well, there isn't, no.
Oh, well, we'll see. All right, see you later, guys.
See you. I'm out of here. I'm just sickened about that team that you got. It's ridiculous. It's ugly. You're
ugly. Now get out of here. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next episode.
Dragon Ball Z. Why am I taking my pants off?
Because...